Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name's Annie. Go ahead and subscribe and like the video if you haven't already. But yeah, let's get right into the video. Today I'm going to be talking about my baby essentials, the things that worked out for my baby and for me personally. So just because it worked for me doesn't mean it will work for you. So just a heads up there. Yeah, this video is very late. My baby's about a year and a half already, so I've been just keeping everything that I know that I'm gonna use for my second baby. I've been keeping it all together, that way I can show you guys of the things that worked for me and the things that I recommend, the things that I can't live without. So yeah, if you guys are interested, I will try to link as much as I can down below. A lot of the stuff that I got was from Target or Amazon. So yeah, if I can't find it, then I'll show you guys down below. I'll link it. And also there's a few things that I wasn't able to bring in here, like his high chair and a few other things that are out in the car that I couldn't bring in. But yeah, I'm just gonna show you guys a few of the things that worked for me as a mom, and hopefully they work for you as well. Also, in case you guys hear Lakeland in the background, he is in his room playing. It's about his nap time right now, so you might hear him fussing a little bit because he's trying to go on his nap. I think I'll just keep everything in order in the category that it goes in, hopefully. So we'll start with the feeding stuff. Okay, I went ahead and grabbed everything because it was just kind of sitting out of reach, and I put it all in front of me, that way I can show you guys. The first number one thing that I recommend to everyone, even when my friends ask me, hey, what's the number one thing that you recommend, is glass bottles. You cannot go wrong with glass bottles. I mean, they are a little more on the pricey side. I think it's 10 to 15 bucks per bottle. So these are the 8-ounce ones and these are the 4-ounce. Yeah, the 4-ounce ones. These are amazing. Number one thing that I knew before I was a mom was I always remembered my brothers and sisters' baby bottles smelling like the plastic ones. They grab onto the odor, and no matter what you do, they always smell, you know? And so I was like, there has to be a different way. Like, there has to be something else, because it just grosses me out and I don't want to be reusing those bottles. So I didn't even know they made glass bottles. I grabbed glass bottles for him. I was kind of nervous because I was like, why isn't this a big hype? Like, they might break easy, blah, blah, blah. In the year and a half that I've had him, which he only uses these for nighttime now, I have only broken 2. It wasn't me personally, it was actually my mom and his babysitter who broke one. He has never really been a baby to throw his bottles, so if you have a baby or your baby's like that, these are probably a no-go. They are amazing. They're so easy to clean. It's like a regular glass cup for an adult, but in a baby bottle form. I totally recommend, and I actually like how nice they look. As you guys will probably tell, I have a lot of neutrals going on here. Totally recommend glass bottles. You cannot go wrong. They're so easy to clean and they've lasted me forever, and I will for sure be keeping these for my second kid. They also do come with different nipples. I think there's a 1, 2, and a 4, which just the amount of flow of milk that comes out of them. But yeah, he has not broken one. He has yet to break one. So moving away from the bottles, so when he started with the sippy cup, we started him with this one. Honestly, if I'm totally honest, I only picked this up because it was gray. And I was like, this is really cute and I like it, so I'm getting it. I'm not a big fan of the fancy colors like blues, greens, dinosaurs, all that kind of stuff. I'm not a fan. So I decided to pick this up, and oh my gosh, this is amazing. No matter which way he held it, this little bottle, this little thing in here will flip over, and if he's feeding like this, if he's feeding like this, it'll flip, and it's like a straw in there, like a flexible straw, and yeah, whichever way that he is, it grabs onto the liquid that's in there. So this was really good when he first started using a sippy cup. This was a great first. The one that I leaned on next was this one, which is the same brand, which I didn't even notice until I brought it home. I was like, oh my god, it's the same brand as the first one that we did. This one is a 360, so he can drink from any area. This is supposed to stimulate, not stimulate, I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for, but it's supposed to help them sip on a regular cup. So, and it does not spill. So whichever way he has it, if he has it laying in his room, whatever, it doesn't spill. He has to actually suck out of any area on the rim in order for the liquid to come out. And they're so easy to clean. At first I thought that it wasn't that easy to clean, but these pop off. It pops off all together in pieces and you can clean it actually really well. Totally recommend these for babies that are trying to learn to drink out of a regular cup. These are perfect because it kind of just trains them to suck out on the rim. As for cleaning, I really wanted to find something really good to clean the milk out of these. We actually were really good about cleaning it every time he was done, or rinsing it out at least. That way the milk didn't stay in here and spoil and go all bad. So I ended up picking up this at Target. It removes up to 50% more milk film, which drawn my attention, and I was like, I'm getting this. I think this is fragrance free, so it doesn't smell like anything, but this was amazing and I feel like it really does help. I've tried like the Dish Dawn stuff and it works okay, but this for sure breaks down the milk so easy. If you're somebody that forgets the milk in the bottles or doesn't rinse them out regularly, this is perfect. So trying to stay in the same category of the cleaning, I actually, like, I don't think this has a big deal. I totally recommend this one. I think I got this one at Target. It comes with, I've never used it, but it comes with this little one in here, which I've never used. But it's a suction cup, so it stays standing up. One thing that I liked about this one, I had another one that didn't work out. It was a wire, so it would like bend when you would put it into the cup. But yeah, that's the reason why I picked this one up. But the amazing thing is this little thing. So let me show you guys. You see the rim down here? It's so hard to get with the bristle. Sometimes it'll just leave like scratchy, like film on there, but this thing is amazing. So when you put it in, it actually, I don't know if you can see, but it like goes, it's hard because it doesn't have any water or soap, but it pushes against, I don't know if you guys can see at the bottom of the cup, it pushes it and it just makes it so, it just sweeps off all the milk so easy, and I love that. I never thought that this would be a magic. This is a magic stick right here. So another thing, I'm gonna move on to like plates. These, honestly, a lot of the stuff that I was drawn to was because it was like aesthetically nice to look at or pretty or whatever. So with these ones, I got them because I thought they were so cute. Like it's bamboo. I also got the regular tray. The awesome thing about these, you don't have to get these specifically, but if you do get bowls or plates, try to get the ones that have suction cups. So this suctions onto his high chair, a table, whatever. It suctions on there, so he can't throw this. Trust me, he has. Not with these, with other plates that we've tried that don't have the suction. You know, when you're not looking, we try to always tell him, don't play with your food, don't flip the plate. Sometimes he still does it, but with these, he cannot. There's no way. Once this is suctioned, there's no way that he can. And I always try to put the tab away from him so he doesn't know there's a tab here that you pull to take it off. But he cannot throw this plate off of his table or his high chair or anything. So if you don't have to get these specifically, but if you do get any bowls or plates, I've seen some on Amazon, I think Target might have some that have a suction cup. Totally recommend, because your baby won't be throwing his plate across the room, which I didn't even think that I'd need, but you know, I got it because it was cute, but it actually does really work. Also, I don't know if this is like new or anything, but these bibs that you can wash and clean, because there's fabric ones too, which I never used, but these ones that you can clean and that catch the food at the bottom, girl, let me tell you, these things that catch the food at the bottom are amazing. I never thought that this little cup, I'd be like, oh, it's just there for spit or whatever. No, it catches so much food. And yeah, so I would always put it on him when I was feeding him and stuff, and a lot of the food would be in here instead of in his legs, on the chair, or anything like that. So I totally recommend. And also they were super easy to clean. Like you rinse this off, wash it with your soap or whatever, dishwash. Yeah, super easy. Another thing that I totally recommend for babies, especially teething babies or babies that are being introduced to food, is this here. This one is a by Moss and Fawn. I got this one in a brown one, I think. What you do, and it comes with different size nipples, what you do is you put the food, strawberry, whatever you want to put in here. The baby sucks on it, gets all the juice out, and it works great for babies that aren't eating solids yet but can have, you know, like juices, not juices, but puree food. These are perfect, and they're actually really cute too. It has like little bunny ears. They're super easy to clean too. You just open it up and you pop the nipple off, and it comes with different sizes. It comes with a smaller one and a big one, so that way whatever size your baby needs you can use. It really helps when they're teething if you put like some frozen fruits in here, like frozen grapes and stuff. So good for when they're teething. Another thing with the food, I think this is my last food item in the category. This little container that I want to say I got at TJ Maxx. It's by the same brand as the bottles, which is Phillips. So this container works in multiple ways. You can actually use it for like a snack jar. I've never used it for a snack jar. What I used it was for formula. Unfortunately, I didn't produce enough milk. I always had to breastfeed and then also give him formula because I was not able to feed him enough. I wasn't making enough milk for him. So when you're traveling or when you're sleeping at night and you're getting up when you have a newborn and stuff in between feeding times, this is amazing. You add 2-3 scoops, how many scoops of formula you need in each one. And I would carry this in the diaper bag. I would have this on the side of my bed. Unfortunately, I never found any more. I think I got this at TJ Maxx and I only found it one time. I wasn't able to find it again in the gray color. They have blues and pinks and greens, but they didn't have it in the gray color. But yeah, you just open this up and it's only in the area that you need it. Like let's say I need it in this area and it has 2 scoops of formula. So all I do is add my water to my bottle, and then I flip it and it's already counted in there, 3 scoops, 4 scoops, whatever you need, and flip it in there. And then if you're traveling, if you're out in the store or whatever, you rotate it to the next one, do the same thing, scoop it out. This is a lifesaver. Instead of having the big jar of formula in your bag, having this, it can do 3 feedings, which is amazing. I love this. And I would totally recommend it for any mom to have it that travels. When we would go camping and we need it in the car, trying to scoop it into the bottle, this is so easy. You just flip it, put it in the bottle, and you're done. So moving away from the food and stuff, I didn't know what category this was in, so I decided to just do it after the feeding. So when you leave the hospital, they give you these passies, which I'm sure you've seen a lot of babies have them. They give you like the greenish one, and these are great. I loved them, but when he's a newborn, it was so hard for him to keep this in his mouth because it's heavy. It's a little heavy. So he would wake up in the middle of the night, because there's a lot of opinions about using passies or not. I personally really liked having one because he liked to go to sleep sucking. So instead of feeding him and him getting overfed and him spitting up after, we decided to go with passies, and they really do help for him to sleep. There's a lot of opinions of it messes his teeth up, all of that stuff. We leaned him off, so I actually had to sneak these out so he wouldn't see them. We actually leaned him off of them right after he turned about a year old, which I think is fine. If you decide not to use passies for your baby, that's totally fine. It really did help my baby, and it gave him that comfort that he needed at night when he was sleeping. So yeah, but getting that out of the way, these were too heavy for him, so they would come out all the time. So we decided to move on to the Bibs. I want to say these are, I can't think of the name right now, I'm going blank, but these are super light, and he loved this type of nipple, and they come in so many colors. So as you can see, I have so many colors, but yeah, he loved these and I really liked them too. They come in 2 sizes, I believe. I totally recommend the clips. I made some myself, so I'll show you guys like pictures. I'll insert some pictures of the ones that I made myself. They're super easy. I literally just watched a YouTube video and I made them myself, but because they can be kind of pricey. I think this one is the one that I bought at Target and it was like $15, I want to say. But they really help for him not losing his passy, because we have lost his passy a lot of times. With the clip, it really helped. We never put the clip on him though when he was sleeping, because it is a choking hazard. They can strangle themselves with it. So we never put this one to sleep, or any of them to sleep with him. He would only have his passy, which moves on to the glow in the dark passy, which I never got, but I really should have gotten it. So he has white bed sheets, so I always had to make sure I gave him the green one or the black one, which will contrast against the white really well so he can see it at night. He does have a nightlight that he sleeps with, but sometimes if we would put one of the lighter color ones like this white one, he wouldn't be able to find it in the middle of the night when he woke up. They have a glow in the dark one, which I was like, oh, glow in the dark, like why do they have a glow in the dark one? Now I know, because babies at night when they're looking for their passy, if they can't find it, they'll start crying. And again, these are super light and they're also very cute. They have like pink ones, mustard, any color that you can think of, they have them, and they are so cute and light, and they're so easy to clean. You can boil them if you want to. Another quick thing I wanted to talk about is this mitten. So Lakeland did have to have mittens on him when he was a baby because he would scratch his face, so we would have mittens on him. But when he started teething, he started putting the mittens in his mouth. So we started, I saw this at Target, and it's a little dirty already, but it can go on any hand. It makes a wrinkly noise, but he would put this in and he would use it for teething, and he loved this. This is really good because instead of him chewing on his hand or his mitten, he could chew on this mitten, which is made for it. Okay, so since we talked a little bit about nighttime, I'm gonna move to a few things that I have for bedtime. So this isn't really like a bedtime thing. This is kind of like a breastfeeding tube thing that I did use when I was breastfeeding. Again, I only breastfed for about a month and a half. Yeah, this really helped for that. But also when he wasn't sitting up yet, this really helped with laying him back on this. That way he's still kind of sitting up and wasn't fully laying down. Super helpful, totally recommend. And I think I got this at IKEA when I went to Portland. I believe it was like 15 bucks, 18 bucks, something like that. I do have one of those. I forgot to bring it. I don't know where I have it. I think it's downstairs. It's one of those sitting up things, like I want to say they're called like babu or something like that, but you sit them up on it and it really helps their back, like to kind of give them that strength. I totally like that one. Of course, the one that I have was gray. I'll go ahead and insert a picture of it. I don't know where it's at. I think it's downstairs or in the garage stored. And it really helped him to kind of find his balance. I know there's a lot of like opinions about it's bad, the way it's made, it's too low on the butt area, blah blah blah. I liked it. He really didn't even use it that long, but the time that he was trying to find his balance to sit up, it worked a charm and I really liked it. Going on to sleeping. So as you guys know, I don't know if you guys know, but there's this what is it called? I can't think of the name of it right now, but it's like those, I'll go ahead and insert a picture of the originals, but they're for babies to sleep in, and they're like kind of on the pricey side. They're very cute and nice. Again, they were more on the pricey side. So I actually found this one on Amazon. It's a dupe for the original one. I can't think of the name of it right now. Yeah, so you can actually make this as small as you need. So when I first had a Lakeland, this was probably the smallest it could go. Again, I picked the gray one, but I always had a blanket over this because he would spit up, so I always had a blanket and I'd be changing that instead of rewashing the actual fabric, which you can take everything out and wash it. This tube comes out and also the mat at the bottom, but this is how I had it when I first had him, and then when he started getting bigger, you kind of stretch it out and then his legs come down. You untie this part too. This really helps for them to feel snugged and hugged, which I loved. I did have a friend, my friend Vika, she also had a baby around the same time as me. She had a girl. She told me that her baby hated it. She had the original one, and I told her that my baby actually loved this, and she's like, dude, my baby does not like it. Like, she will not sleep in that. So it really just depends on your baby. My baby loved it, and until he started being able to roll out of it, that's when I stopped using it. But I would totally recommend it, and it's two-sided, so you can use whatever side you want. You could use the gray, or you can use the white with the gray, and they have a tons of colors. My mother-in-law actually bought me this. It was on our baby wish list on Amazon. Sticking to nap time, sleep time category area, I did talk about this in his nursery vlog, like where I showed you guys his nursery. This thing has been on since he was born. So what it is a nightlight, so it turns on. I'll show you guys. It turns on, and it also has sounds, so you can't really see it because of light out. I always have the warm light on, which is white or yellow, whatever you want to call it, and I always have the dryer sound on. An ASMR moment. But it has different sounds, and I connect this all through. You can use it like that with a touch on the rim, or you can control it from your phone, which is what me and Miguel did. So we had it on in his room. We have it on 24/7. He uses it when he naps. He uses it when he sleeps at night. It is always on. Reason is he cannot sleep without noise on. It's like a good way of having a routine. You can put an alarm on it so it can like change the sound to like a morning, like birds or something like that, to naturally wake him up. We never used that. We mostly used it for like a background noise. Well, I was always told by my mom, make sure the TV's always on, make sure stuff is always in the background. You don't want your baby to wake up because it needs to be super silent in the house for him to sleep, which is not the case. The TV's always on, this is always on, there's always noise, dogs are barking, blah, blah, blah. He doesn't wake up. We can have a full-on party downstairs with people being loud, everything, and he is fast asleep in his room, which I love because I think this had a lot to do with it. He is able to sleep with noises and doesn't wake up to them, which is super nice and helps with your baby too. So I totally recommend this. We did put it on I turned it on again. It has a lot of noises, but you can have any color you want, any noise you want, how loud you want it, how low you want it. You could put a timer on for it. It's amazing. I think it's called a Nest. I want to say it's called a Nest, but yeah, it's really good. I totally recommend it for new mommies. I am one of those people that needs a background noise, so we always have like our fan in our room turned on, and that helps for background noise. So we had to take a quick break because my camera was overheating, but we're almost done. I just have a few more things to talk about, so hopefully my camera lasts. So a few things that I wanted to talk about was bath stuff. Get yourself a mat for your knees, for your elbows. This comes with another piece that's connected to the tub. Well, it's suction cupped on there. So this is for your knees, and it has one for your elbows for when you're giving baby a bath in the tub, which I absolutely love. This is a thick mat. We would use this all the time. Miguel used it, he loved it, and the elbow one works really good too. So I totally recommend, if you want to spend, I think this is 20 bucks. I'm not sure, but if you want to spend that extra for it, for the comfort, do it. It's so worth it. Another one thing that I really liked was this bathtub. So I hate, when I tell you guys I hate original bathtubs, I'll insert a picture of the one that I'm talking about that everyone usually gets. I hate those. They are so bulky. There's no way of putting them away. It's just always there, and I hate it. What I decided, which I found, was this collapsible tub. So you see how skinny it is? This fits right in between our tub and our toilet, and it hides behind the curtain, so you can't see it, which I love. because that is like perfect. It's nice and big. Sorry, it's a little dirty. We haven't used it in a few months because he doesn't need it anymore. So how it does, it's you open up the legs and you push this down. And then it's a tub. And it's nice and deep, and he can sit in here. It has like the slip proof. And I love it, and it's gray and white. It goes with my thing. So what this came with, I want to say this was like 60-70 bucks. I got it on Amazon. It did come with a cup for water, and it also came with one of these, which I didn't use this very long. It's only really for like newborn babies that can't sit up yet. So what you do is you clip this and you lay him down right here, and it's just perfect, and I love it. And I totally recommend this. Oh, I didn't even notice it has something for you to hang it if you want. I really liked it because you can, it like collapses, which is so nice because our master bathroom is not as big. But yeah, super convenient, and I love it, and I totally recommend it. It's so worth it. And you can have it from newborn to when they're older, and they can have a little tub to play in, which is awesome, especially if you don't have a tub yourself and you have like a walk-in shower. Perfect. A few things that I wanted to talk about that I can't bring into the room here, I made some notes before I forget, was the high chair that I got. I actually got it gifted to me by my coworkers. It's a Jeep. It's all black high chair, and I love it. I've been using it since he was able to eat on the high chair. So one thing was that I really like is the fabric is not soft fabric. It's kind of like a, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's very easy to clean fabric. It's very easy to come off of the high chair and throw it in the wash. Super easy. I like that it comes with the straps in case your baby wants to fly out of there. But the number one thing that I like is the top tray, which is, it's all black except for the top tray. It's like a clear that comes off, and it's not the full tray. It's like a lid that goes on top of the tray that comes off, and you can rinse that off, wash it. So convenient, so easy. That way you can just clip it off, wash it off, rinse it off, put it back in. Super easy. Another thing that I wanted to talk about real quick is the car seat mat. My coworker had told me you have to get a car seat mat, which is what she got me for my baby shower as a gift, is a car seat mat. It's a mat that goes on your actual car, and then the car seat goes on top of it, because she says that because it's so tight, you know, you always want to have the car seat as tight as you can to the seat. It starts digging into your seats of your car, and it like ruins it. So she told me these mats are lifesavers, and they're only like 10-15 bucks. I think she got me hers at Target, and I think we ended up getting one for Miguel's truck too, and I think we got it at Target for like 15 bucks. And it's just a lifesaver, and also cleaning. So if he's ever throwing chips or anything like that, they all land in the mat. They don't, you know, go in the seat or anything like that. So totally recommend getting a car seat mat. It is a lifesaver, trust. But yeah, that is pretty much all my baby stuff that I recommend. I tried to put everything that I could think of in this video that I'm going to be using for my next baby. There's a ton of other things that I used, I'm sure, that I didn't put in this video. Again, this might not work for your baby, but if it does, great. If it doesn't, it is what it is. Not all babies are the same. All of this stuff really worked for my baby. I'm hoping it works for our future babies. I hope you guys like this video. I'll try and link everything that I can down below. I'll try to add prices and pictures to make it easier for you guys to see. Follow me on Instagram, Snapchat. You'll see a lot of our life on Snapchat. If you have any other questions or anything else, if I forget anything, I'll try to put it down below in the comments. And yeah, let me know if something that worked for you. Maybe these things you've tried them before and they did not work for your baby. We'll have a conversation as moms down there, even dads. If you're a dad, if you're a single dad and you're watching this, try it out. It might help your baby. You never know. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything like that, go ahead and leave me a comment down below. I'll try my best to get back to you. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I hope your babies are happy like mine. And we moms got this. Even dads too. We got this. We are here to help each other make our lives easier. But yeah, have a great day, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.